Welcome to our maths class. Today we start with the sixth lesson, application of vector algebra. We are already familiar with the vector algebra in 11th standard. In vector algebra, first of all, what is meant by vector? How to represent the vector? Then vector addition, vector subtraction. Then another important is triangle of addition. These are learned with the 11th standard, and also dot product, cross product between two vectors. A vector dot b vector. We have two vectors. We have to find the dot product and cross product. Then angle between two vectors. Then some properties also we have learned in the 11th standard. So let us recall with them. Suppose two vectors dot product means a vector dot b vector is equal to modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector into cos theta. That's a cross product means a vector modulus of a vector cross b vector is equal to modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector into sin theta. Then dot product means two vectors dot product means the two dot product is equal to 0 when the two vectors are perpendicular. Two vectors are perpendicular, then the dot product a vector dot b vector is equal to 0. Suppose a vector cross b vector is equal to 0 vector means the two vectors are parallel, because the dot product 0 means two vector is perpendicular, cross product is 0 vector means the two vectors are parallel, and then the dot product is commutative but cross product is not commutative. So here come to the 12th standard, application of dot and cross product. We have seen the applications for this lesson. So the application of dot and cross product. So before we enter this lesson, what are the learning objects of the lesson means? So dot product and cross product application of dot and cross product, then dot product cross product of triple vectors and four vectors, then the trigonometry applications of dot and cross product, then application oriented of physics in dot product and cross product. Then find the next one is application of plane geometry, three-dimensional plane geometry, especially line and the plane. So line, we have to find the line vector and Cartesian equations, how to find the vector and Cartesian equations of the plane. Then parametric equation, non-parametric equations, and vector form, Cartesian form, then angle between the lines, angle between the planes. These are the learning objects for 12th standard. The first one is application of dot and cross product in plane trigonometry. The first one is cosine formula. We are already familiar with the cosine formula in 11th standard. We proved the cosine formula, sine formula, projection formula in 11th standard using trigonometry. But here we are using vector method. Vector method we can solve this formula. So the usual notation triangle ABC, prove that by vector method, one of the cosine formula a square is equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. The second one is b square is equal to c square plus a square minus 2ca cos b. Third one is c square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c. I will prove only one of the one, remaining two you can try it. The first one I will take one of the triangle. So ABC be a triangle. This is the angle, angle opposite is side. So this is a side, a vector. Then B, the opposite is this side, so you can represent B vector. This is C, so it's represented C vector. So know that sum of the angles of the triangle is 180. Therefore, the angle is this A. So this angle is pi minus A, 180 minus A. So this angle is 180 minus B. This angle is 180 minus C. In 11th standard, you are familiar with the triangle of addition. Triangle of addition means BC vector plus CA vector is equal to reverse of third side. So is equal to BA vector. BC vector, CA vector is equal to BA vector. So you can see in this problem. So first one I will use this, I will prove this one. A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC into cos A. With the usual notation we take triangle ABC. I will take BC vector is equal to A vector, then CA vector is equal to B vector, and AB vector is equal to C vector. The next one, if you take modulus of BC vector is equal to A. Modulus of BC vector is equal to A. This is a vector. If we take magnitude, it will be magnitude. If we take a modulus, we will get magnitude. Then modulus of CA vector is equal to B. Then modulus of AB vector is equal to C. So I will already told triangle of addition. This is the triangle of addition. BC vector plus CA vector plus AB vector is equal to 0 vector. If sum of the vectors, we can get 0 vector. If we add the vectors, we can get the vector. So you can put 0 vector. So here BC vector plus CA vector plus AB vector is equal to 0 vector using triangle of addition. So we already found triangle of addition means BC vector plus CA vector is equal to BA vector. It's a triangular addition. BC vector plus CA vector is equal to reverse of the third side, so BA vector. If you change, we can get minus AB vector. If you change this direction, you can get minus AB vector. The minus AB vector come to this side, we can get plus AB vector. That's why I am writing BC vector plus CA vector plus AB vector is equal to 0 vector. I will use only BC vector. I will take BC vector this side. So remaining go to that side. So minus CA vector minus AB vector. So I am taking dot product on both sides. I am taking dot product of BC vector taking dot product of BC vector on both sides. So BC vector dot BC vector is equal to minus CA vector minus AB vector dot. So another dot. So another BC vector. So minus CA vector minus AB vector. So minus into minus plus CA vector dot CA vector is equal to modulus of CA vector square. Then minus into minus plus, so you can get CA vector into AB, CA vector dot AB vector. Here minus into minus plus, so AB vector dot CA vector. So here CB vector dot AB vector, here also AB vector dot CA vector. So 2 times, so 2 into CA vector dot AB vector, CA vector dot AB vector. Then last one minus into minus plus AB vector dot AB vector, you can write modulus of AB vector square. So I already told modulus of BC vector is equal to A. So you can write modulus of BC vector square means A square is equal to, then modulus of CA vector is equal to B. So you can write B square. Modulus of AB vector you can write C square. Plus here the formula. For the introduction, A vector dot B vector is equal to modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector into cos theta. So for CA vector dot AB vector, the formula is modulus of CA vector. Here modulus of CA vector, then modulus of AB vector into cos theta. Theta is nothing but angle between two vectors. So CA vector dot AB vector means this is CA vector, this is AB vector. So CA vector, AB vector. The angle between two vectors is pi minus A. Therefore you can write cos of pi minus A. Cos of pi minus A. So you know that modulus of CA vector is B. So we can put B, then modulus of AB vector is C, so you can put C into cos of pi minus C. Pi minus C. We are using the 11th standard formula. A vector dot B vector is equal to modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector into cos theta. So modulus of C vector into modulus of A vector into cos theta. Theta is nothing but C vector and AB vector. Between angles pi minus A. Suppose AB vector BC vector means we can write pi minus B. So here AC vector and AB vector, the between angles pi minus A. So cos of pi minus A. Pi means 180 minus theta. This is second quadrant is cos negative. So you can get minus 2BC into cos A. Therefore A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC into cos A. The same logic you can apply both the two of them, you can get the answer. Suppose you want to B square means you can take CA vector. Remaining to go to that side. Suppose you want to C square means we can take AB vector on this side, the remaining go to the side. Same logic we can apply, you can get the result.